Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nancy Drew, The Haunting of Castle Malloy. Or is it Malloy? Darn it, I can't remember how to pronounce it!
You have a lead? I'll let you get back to your reading. Keep me posted.
I think it's Malloy, yeah. My apologies again. I'll get it down one day, I promise. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, we gotta call Alan, right.
Did that.
Ooh. Do some binary with the ink colors. Interesting.
I haven't done that.
Oh, look at all the stuff we have to do.
Did that. Did that. All done. All done. All done. Still have to do that.
I don't even know where he is. Oh yeah, we need to go to the inn, right.
Check. Did that. Can't check that off yet. All done.
I guess I was supposed to go to the inn before I actually went to the castle. Oh well. Better late than never. Well, let's go ahead and do that first, and we can call... I don't think we have a phone right now anyway. Yeah, no, Nancy said her phone wasn't working. So maybe... I don't think there's a phone at the castle, so maybe there's a phone at the inn. Also, I realized, on the sliding puzzle up here, I actually had two of the pieces backwards, so maybe I could have solved it. I don't know. But I'll worry about that later. It doesn't seem like a priority at the moment. Ah, is this the inn? The screaming banshee? Oh, there's a phone. Good. Okay, we'll check that out in a minute. Let's go to the inn first. No vacancy. Well, good thing we have a place to stay now. Oh,
So, you're not so keen on staying at the castle after all, then?
Ah.
I'm staying there. I just wanted to talk to you.
Come to me for a bit of aid and advice, did you? Well, I've got none to give. Not till I got the day's troubles behind me and a crow's nest in front of me.
I don't blame you a bit. I also have no idea what you're talking about.
The mix maid suddenly took ill, leaving poor Seamus on his own, running back and forth, trying to mix and serve at the same time. I ordered soon as I walked in, yet here I sit, dying of thirst. I'll do no talking till I get me crow's nest, and there's the sorry truth of the matter. But now, were some spry and spunky lass to lend poor Seamus a hand by taking over the mixing for a while, that would surely speed the plough.
Ooh, I was just about to say, I really hope there's like a bartending minigame. Because I love any sort of like restaurant-esque minigames and stuff like that. They're really fun.
Sounds good to me. I'll see to it you get your crows whatever, ASAP.
Gonna play mix maid for a while, are ya? Well, here's what you're to do. I'll take the orders and put the tickets up here. Each ticket will have no more than 2 drinks on it. And to save time, I draw little pictures instead of writing out their names. The mixing book will tell you which little picture stands for what drink. It'll also tell you what's in each drink and how to make each drink. Now, to pour something, put the silver mixing glass under either the juice tap or the beer tap. Then, press whatever button the mixing book tells you to press. The book will also tell you how many times to press it. If the drink needs blending, you'll see a picture of a blender at the top of the column in the book. You're to put the solid ingredients into the blender first, then pour whatever's in the mixing glass into the blender. Then press the red button, and when the blending's done, just reach under the counter and find the serving glass that's pictured in the book. Put the serving glass on the grey mat and pour everything from the blender into the serving glass. If the drink doesn't need blending, just find the right serving glass, put it on the grey mat, and pour everything you've poured into the mixing glass into the serving glass. Then, add anything else the book tells you to add, put the serving glass on the tray to the right of the ticket it goes to, and start fixing the next drink. Soon as you've made all the drinks on a ticket, ring the bell and I'll serve 'em up. Just remember, if the orders start coming thick and fast and the tickets start piling up, you're to make the drinks on the ticket closest to the bell first. Now, you'll be making no mistakes, I'm sure. But if you do, just toss the glass into the rubbish bin down there to the right and start over. Mind you, lass, you must do the mixing fast
Oh, boy.
and proper. The quicker you mix, the more tips you'll be keeping. To work with you now.
Oh, is this how I get money? Oh, I'm down for that. I feel like it would actually be faster to write the name of the drink rather than draw the fully colored pictures. Crow's nest, okay. So you want tomato? Did that go in? Okay, yeah, I hear it going in. And then you want, what is that? No, go back. Oh, I thought those were blueberries over there. I didn't realize they were. Okay, the lime slices do not go in the blender, it seems. Yeah, I can't get to go in there. So you go in here then. And blend some more. Was I supposed to blend actually? I don't think I was. Oops. Okay, let's try this again. I think it's this one. You go in there, and ice and lime. Is that correct? I have no clue. Oh, that was the bear drink. I thought it was a dog for a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just poured that onto... Oh no, I guess that worked actually. Is that correct? I got no complaints, so I'll assume it is. If this is how I get money, I'm going to be very happy. Because this is my kind of minigame. You want 2 of these. Got it.
You do fine work, miss.
Oh, thank you. Okay, fairy drink. You want some pineapple and some, what is that, like seltzer water? And some strawberry? Okay, all this goes in the blender. Got it. Strawberry in the blender. And what is that, ice cream in the blender? Then I blend that, right? Then I add this to it. And do I blend it again? I don't know. I'll go ahead and blend it twice. It's double blended. There you go. That sounds delicious, by the way, whatever this drink is. And what is this, like a little seagull head? Oh no, it was Brown River. That does not sound very appetizing, but if you want it, I'll give it to you. Lemon, and then... Okay, you want this one? I think so. Well, the color is nice. Is that correct?
All done and dusted, are ya? Thank you, miss. Take what's in the tip jar, and the next time you help out, you can keep the tips then as well.
Oh, thank you kindly.
You make a mean crow's nest, girl. Well done. Now, I'm to tell you what happened to the Sassenach, am I?
I'm sorry, happened to the what?
The Sassenach. The Englishman. The one Kyler was supposed to be marrying. Well, what happened to him is this. The She took him. The good people whisked him straight off to their world, they did.
By the good people, you mean fairies?
You'll not be hearing me call him that. All of us have a name we prefer, and with them, the good people it is. So that's what I call 'em, and you'd be wise to do the same.
Just what are these good people going to do with him?
Whatever they please. He's in their world now, and he'll not be coming back. That's as much of the truth as we'll ever know. 'Tis not the first time the good people have seen fit to meddle in the affairs of Castle Malloy. Caused the explosion they did.
The one that destroyed half the castle?
Brendan, his wife, Caitlin, used to own this place, she did. Aye, and their little girl, Fiona. All three were lost to the world forever when the place blew. But the blame lay not with Malloy. It was the good people. They'd taken a shine to Fiona, is why. And they knew that little girls, no matter how much they're adored by wee folk or mortals, sooner or later, all little girls grow up and grow old. The good people couldn't bear to see this happen to their beloved Fiona, so they made full sure it never did.
Sounds to me like the good people are actually just the opposite.
They have their ways, and we have ours, is all. That's just the way of things. Got plans for you, they do.
The fairies? The good people? What makes you say that?
I meant to pocket your car keys for safekeeping on my way over here, but I couldn't find 'em.
You mean my keys weren't in the car?
Aye, that's exactly my meaning. Taken they were. The good people want you to be staying.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Nancy, you left your keys in the car? Why? Also, fairy folklore is really interesting.
The name of this place. Just what exactly is a banshee?
A woman, one of the good people, as alive as you and me, with wild hair almost as long as the tattered grey robe billowing up around her whenever she appears. Sometimes she takes on the form of a hooded crow, but it's the sound she makes, her terrible wailing, that strikes fear in the human heart. Because when a mortal hears the wail of a banshee, it means someone is about to die.
Yep, banshees are death omens. Very fun.
I saw someone with long hair and a gray robe outside the castle tonight.
Did you know?
It ran across the road in front of me. That's why my car's in the ditch.
Not till I was 54 did I see a banshee. To see one at your age, on your very first night in Ireland. A special lass you are indeed.
Do banshees ever leave things behind, like, say, little dolls?
Do not be mistaken banshees for Santa Claus now. A warning is all they leave behind, about something that's coming and can't be stopped.
Sometimes I hear this strange kind of wailing sound when I'm in the castle. Have you ever heard it?
These ears don't work so well now. Even the pattern of rain is beginning to slip by 'em. But the situation being what it is, by my reckon, a banshee, you heard.
You mean someone in the castle is going to die?
Aye.
Someone as in Matt?
How they know what they know, and why they do what they do, are mysteries far beyond mortal solution. But be assured, lass, someone at Castle Malloy is doomed.
Oh, and for the record, I don't think that fairies or banshees are actually involved here, but I'm just going along with him because I feel like that's the easiest way to get him to tell us stuff.
Do you dislike all Englishmen as much as you dislike Matt Simmons? Or is he special somehow?
I've little use for any Sassenach, but I took a disliking to this one soon as I laid eyes on him. Arrogant he was, cocky, disrespectful, foolish, always touching things he shouldn't, going places he didn't belong. Worse than a stray dog, that one was.
Okay, so you definitely don't like Matt.
What about his friend Kit?
Aye, he may talk like a Yank and live like a Brit, but there's Irish in the lad. I saw it right off. Little wonder he's in love with the girl. They'll make a fine pair.
Whoa, wait a minute. Kit's not in love with Kyler.
Blind, are you now? Loves her, he does indeed. He's all but wearing a sign saying so. He came to the wedding early to make sure there'd never be a wedding. Only the good people saw to that for him. Ah, the luck of the Irish.
Ah, there's possible relationship drama. Interesting.
I'll let you drink your crow's nest in peace.
Good night to you.
Good night.
Why the quick return, then?
I just wanted to see if you had any extra dialogue. Sometimes people do.
I should get back to the castle.
Good night to you.
Ooh, there's stuff over here. Some people wearing cool masquerade masks. I think these are real photographs. That one's got some nice peacock feathers. We can get a prize. Shall we play a game? Okay, spot the difference puzzle. I can do that. Let's see, what's different? Well, this is different. This is different. That's different. That's different. That one. That one. That one. That one. Let's get a bit tricky now. I found all the obvious ones, I think. Oh, the reflection's missing there. 2 more. Okay, I just wasn't sure what would happen if I clicked on random space. I get a little bit of penalty, I think. Where's the other differences? Oh, there's an extra mushroom over here. One more, come on. I got 9 seconds. Can I do it? There's gotta be something on the table, right? Aw. Oh, I'm the loser. What's this one? Darts? Yeah, okay. Countdown must be exactly 0 after all darts have been launched at target. Interesting. Okay, how does this work exactly? Oh, I see. I need to get this number down to 0, correct? Not quite. Well, I'm gonna play this one again. Do I get a different picture or the same one? Probably a different one, otherwise this would be too easy. Okay, yep, it is different. Okay, that's different. That one. Do you have any extra teeth I should be looking for? Yes, you do. And a missing gill. A missing bit of splash right there. A missing hole in the water. Missing nostril. This board is shorter for some reason. A missing little tuft of grass. The water hose is flipped upside down, and you're missing a little thing right here. Yay, what's my prize? I don't know what that is, a whistle? Let's play with it, Nancy. You didn't keep it. That's disappointing. Okay, well, let's leave. We spent all of our bartending money on arcade games. Oh, that was cool, a little shooting star. Please insert your calling card. Where's my calling card? Do I have one? Is this a calling card? Yes. And what is the number we need to call? That's a long number. Oh, I can just select it? Oh, thank you. Yay, digital phones.
Hello?
Yes, hi. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Castle Malloy. I'm Kyler Mallory's maid of honor.
Yes, I remember that name. Has Matthew finally put an end to that ridiculous prank of his?
No, I'm afraid he's still at it. But if you have a second, could I ask you some questions?
It should be a minute or two before my ride gets here. What's on your mind?
Do you have any idea where Matt may be hiding?
None. And if what you're really asking is, am I in on his little joke? The answer to that is absolutely, unequivocally, no. I detest practical jokes.
Do you remember Matt saying anything odd, anything that in hindsight might suggest where he went?
Nothing that I recall. Although he did say a lot of things. Not to me, but to Kyler and that other chap, Kit. And he said them quite loudly, I might add.
What do you mean?
The evening before Matt disappeared, he and Kit had a terrible row. I couldn't make out exactly what was being said, but they both sounded very angry. Furious, I dare say. In fact, the next time I saw Kit, he was sporting a black eye. And the next morning, Matt and Kyler had a go at each other. Nothing physical, mind you, and once again, I couldn't make out what was said, but I promise you, they were quite put out with each other. I was more than happy to bid the lot of them farewell, though I imagine I'll be returning to the castle before too long. Matt is bound to find his prank as tedious as everyone else does eventually. I must be off. Nancy, it was a pleasure venting to you. Hopefully before too long we shall meet in person. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for the info.
Hello?
Hi, Ned, it's me.
Hey, Nancy. How come you're not calling from your cell phone?
Well, let's just say you were right about driving and using my cell phone. Sort of.
You were in a car accident?
Yeah, but you heard me hang up, so I wasn't really talking on the phone. I just had it in my hand. Even though I did wind up in a ditch. I'm fine, but the rental car and my cell phone are pretty much history.
You drove into a ditch?
Something that kind of looked like a woman and kind of didn't ran across the road right in front of me. I had to swerve to miss her, or it, or whatever.
What do you mean it kinda looked like a woman?
It had all this long, wild hair, and it was wearing something flowing, like a dress or a robe. But its face, it just didn't look human. Do you know what a banshee is?
You think you saw a banshee?
If I were Mr. Delaney, the castle's Irish caretaker, I'd think so, yeah.
A banshee, as in the creature that supposedly wails before someone dies.
Right. Well, technically it's a fairy, not a creature.
Here we go again. You're in Ireland not 2 hours, and what happens?
A mystery falls into my lap. A harmless mystery. Don't worry, Ned.
You're
I'm
fine. Right.
Did I mention that Matt Simmons, the guy Kyler came here to marry, is missing?
The groom is missing?
She thinks he's just playing a practical joke.
Wait a minute. You and Kyler are there by yourselves?
No, Matt's best friend is here too. So's the caretaker, Mr. Delaney.
This guy Matt thinks disappearing less than a week before his wedding is funny? I'm no expert on marriage or anything, but I don't think that's a good sign.
Yeah, see, Ned agrees with me.
I'd really like to get into the tower of Castle Malloy.
What's stopping you?
The lack of stairs, for one thing.
There are no stairs?
They were destroyed along with half the castle in a mysterious explosion during World War II. Apparently, the guy who lived here then, Malloy, was some kind of mad scientist.
Why do you want to get up in the tower so bad?
I don't know, because it's there. Besides, that could be where Matt's hiding out.
You just said there's no way to get in.
I know, but maybe...
He learned how to fly.
You're not helping, Ned.
Sorry, Nancy.
I found Matt's broken glasses in the fireplace of the room he was staying in.
What would somebody's glasses be doing in a fireplace?
What's really disturbing is Kyler says Matt is pretty much blind without his glasses. I didn't admit it to Kyler, but I'm getting worried.
Relax. Because you know what? If I wore glasses and if I were into playing practical jokes on people, I'd do just that. I'd break them and leave them someplace really weird just to freak out whoever finds them.
You're probably right.
But why don't you give that fireplace a real good look, just in case?
Hey, Ned, if you wear glasses, you'd know you shouldn't break them because they're pretty dang expensive.
I'll call you again, okay?
It was great talking to you.
Just what I was gonna say. Bye.
Like a decent pair of frames is a couple $100. Ah, Bess, it's been a while.
Hello? This is the sales call.
No, Bess, it's me, Nancy. I'm calling from a phone in Ireland.
Nancy, hi! George, get over here. It's Nancy. Hi, Nan. You'd better be having a great time there because you are missing an incredible time here. The Dunhills throw the best parties. You should see all the awesome pool toys they've got. And everywhere you look, some cute guy in swim trunks is standing over a barbecue grilling something. I'm in heaven.
Sounds fabulous. Be sure to wish Kathy and Carrie a happy birthday for me.
You know, one person I haven't seen is Ned.
Yeah, me neither.
He's there somewhere. I talked to him earlier.
So, what's going on with you?
Just as I got to the castle, something that may or may not have been a banshee ran across the road in front of me and made me drive into a ditch.
You saw a banshee? That's bad luck, isn't it?
Not if you see a banshee. If you hear one, it means someone's going to die.
Wait a minute. Why was it running? Can't banshees fly?
Bess, what I saw just looked like a banshee. I'm sure it really wasn't a banshee, although it did just kind of vanish. And when I talked to Kyler, I found out that her husband-to-be has vanished.
What do you mean, vanished?
Matt came to Ireland with Kyler and his best friend Kit, but now he's nowhere to be found. Kyler is convinced he's pulling a prank.
A prank?
Apparently, he's a pretty big practical joker.
More like a pretty big moron.
Incoming. Check it out.
Oh my gosh.
Guys? Hello? Bess? George? Anyone?
Sorry, we were hopelessly distracted by a truly amazing set of washboard abs.
My cell phone bit the dust when I drove into the ditch, so I'm calling from the payphone of this quaint little country inn.
Quaint as in charming or quaint as in a borderline health hazard?
Quaint is in a place where people go to play games like darts and relax over their favorite combination of fruit juices. In fact, anytime I want to play the games here, I can earn tokens by mixing drinks. Turns out that's something I'm pretty good at.
You've been mixing drinks for people? Shouldn't you be doing something a little more maid of honorly?
The caretaker, Mr. Delaney, hangs out here. It's the only way I could get him to talk.
Why do you want to talk to the caretaker?
I promised Kyler I'd find Matt. I figured Mr. Delaney might know something that could help me.
And did he?
He says Matt was kidnapped by fairies.
I'll bet you were thrilled to hear that. What is the drinking age in Ireland? I feel like it's lower than 21. I was just trying to figure out if Nancy could legally serve drinks.
Whoever ran out in front of my car dropped a handmade doll that looks like the missing groom.
A handmade doll? That's kind of freaky.
Dolls are freaky, period.
Who around there would be making dolls?
Kyler thinks I saw Matt, and the doll was just part of the practical joke he's playing.
Let me see if I got this straight. The guy thinks disappearing less than a week before his wedding, causing cars to run off the road, and making creepy dolls is funny?
Not exactly best Marvin marriage material, is he?
According to Alan Payne, Matt's best man, there was a lot of arguing going on just before Matt disappeared. Matt was fighting with Kit, Kyler was fighting with Matt. Alan said he went back to London to wait for Matt to reappear because he couldn't stand all the constant squabbling.
So all was not blissful in premaritalville, eh? Wait a minute. If Kit is Matt's best friend, why isn't he his best man?
Good question. Unfortunately, the person most qualified to answer it has disappeared. Did I tell you that Kit Foley has a black eye?
Why am I not surprised?
I found a draft of the vows Kyler is planning to say at her wedding.
Oh, custom-written vows are so sweet.
Problem is, these vows have the words, "What am I doing? This is wrong," scrawled beneath them.
That can't be good. How do you know she was talking about the wedding? Maybe she was just frustrated because she couldn't put her feelings into words.
That's true.
Did you ask her about them? What's the point? If she is having second thoughts about getting married, she probably won't admit it, seeing as she's failed to mention it before.
That's true, too.
Wait a minute. You guys aren't suggesting that Kyler is behind Matt's disappearance, are you?
I admit that doesn't make much sense.
But it is a possibility. You two are terrible.
I do not need a hint right now.
That's all I got for now. You guys are wearing sunscreen, right?
Yes, Nancy.
Just checking. Bye.
Okay, so what I've gathered is that everybody dislikes Matt. Okay, let's head back to the castle. Nancy looks like she has a bit of a hunchback. Although I can't really judge, I'm kind of hunched over right now playing this game. But seriously, Nancy, you just left the keys in your car? It's not even your car, it's a rental car. That might be worse. Ew, what's this? Seriously, what is this? Why are we here? I don't see anything I can interact with. I thought this was like a button or something, but I can't look at it. Alright, I guess I'll leave then. Is there anything else here? Nope, there's an invisible wall. Just making sure there's nothing else around here. I kind of want to see if I can solve this puzzle again. So I'll be back in a minute.
It looks like a piece is missing.
There we go. Still missing a piece though, but I think it should stay now. Please? Oh, thank you. Okay. Lots of stuff to check out and talk to and things to do. So many puzzles. Let's talk to you again.
How's it going?
Alan Payne told me he overheard you and Matt arguing the day before Matt disappeared, and pretty much right before you walked into that door.
What were you doing talking to Alan Payne?
I thought he might know something that could help us find Matt.
I told you, Matt bailed. He doesn't want to be found. Look, Alan Payne doesn't really know Matt or me, okay? Matt asked him to be his best man because he works with the guy and thought it was the politically smart thing to do.
And your point is?
He misunderstood what he heard. Matt and I have been friends for more than 12 years. We were just fooling around.
Fooling around? You ended up with a black eye.
I told you that was an accident. I'm clumsy.
What were you two talking about?
I forget. That's how inconsequential it was. Hey, I just remembered. Carla wants me to do the seating chart for the wedding dinner. Like I said, I can't bring myself to tell her there's not going to be a wedding. Anyway, I need to get to work on it, so you're gonna have to excuse me. Of course, you could always give it a shot. You just have to figure out where each guest should sit by taking into account their needs and preferences. What do you say?
Yes, logic puzzle, let's do it.
Sure, I can do that.
Excellent. Just fill it out and bring it back to me when you think you've got everyone sitting in the right place.
Oh, I wish this wasn't in handwriting, though. Okay, the wedding party are the only people on their side of the table. So I guess they're over here. No invited guest can sit next to another guest of the same color. Alright, that's not too difficult. When seated next to her groom, Kyler wants her maid of honor on her right side for the toast. Okay, so it goes Nancy, Kyler, Matt, and then I don't know which side Alan is on.
'Cause unless and until it gets done, afraid I'm gonna be pretty much incommunicado.
Oh, I thought we were already working on it. Okay, let's try this now. I'm going to assume the best man sits next to the groom. So that should be the correct order right there. Guest seats will alternate by gender on the long side. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, 3 of each it looks like. Rose and Linda both want to sit next to John. Okay, so John is between Rose and Linda. I'll go ahead and put them somewhere over here. Kit is between Alan and one of the ladies. Okay, so Kit's right here. And then a lady goes here. Not Rose, because they have to alternate. Red guests are on the short sides of the table. Okay, so Henry goes somewhere up here. Individuals whose names begin with the same letter cannot sit next to each other. Fair enough. They have to alternate, so... Well, they only have to alternate right here, right? Adjoining corner seats of the table are the same gender. Okay. So I'm just gonna tentatively put that for now. Taylor wants an end chair. Oh, Taylor's a man. Okay. Apologies. I knew somebody named Taylor growing up, and they were a girl, so... I'm used to thinking that the name Taylor is a female name. Heather, Richard, and Jane would like to be seated together. So Lori goes there. Ooh. Now's where it gets tricky. Yeah, red guests are on the short side. Hold on. Okay, red guests on the short side. Kit is between Alan and one of the ladies. Rose and Linda, okay. And where... Yeah, Heather, Richard, Jane. Ooh. Okay, let's just get that in place. It's the alternating gender one that's throwing me off a bit. Oh, this is a corner thing. Right. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, that works. They don't have to be in that order, right. So, Rose and Linda both want to sit next to John. Got it. Darn it, this isn't working. That's not right. Because they're... Yeah, adjoining corner seats have to be the same gender. And Taylor is a man. Okay, this has to be the correct order, though. I'm absolutely certain I have everything from Nancy to Kit correct. Oh, wait. Does that work? Oh, hold on. Why is this not correct? Or maybe it is correct.
How's the seating chart coming?
Could you take a look at it?
You bet. This looks great. Wow, you did it. I'm impressed.
Yay!
So now we can talk.
Yeah, now we can talk. Oh, hey, actually, you might want to take a look at this first. I found it on the floor in Matt's room when I was looking for him.
What is it?
Frankly, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. But maybe it will to you. Take it.
Thanks.
If anybody can figure out what Matt was doing with it, you can, I'm sure. Good luck.
Okay, let me take a look at that real quick. 7 levels of society, the leprechaun said to me. The road below guides the spinning way. To a treasure stashed not far away. Okay, this is the Leprechaun Puzzle. First stood the High King he, proudly facing forward for all eternity. Interesting. Well, that's our clue for that
I
puzzle.
can't just go snooping around, not with Kit right there.
Do you have anything more to say to me?
What's going on?
If you weren't going to be the best man, how come you came out here so early?
I volunteered to help get everything set up, and Matt and Kyler took me up on it. I'm pretty good friends with Kyler, too. In fact, I'm the one who introduced her to Matt.
Oh, you're pretty good with friends with her, huh?
How long have you known Kyler?
4 or 5 years. I met her my first year at university. She'd just gotten back from the States. From staying with your family, in fact. Wait a minute. Nancy Drew. Kyler told me about you. You're the girl who likes to play detective.
Well, it's just, kind of a hobby. Although Kyler did say it'd be nice if I could find Matt.
Well, you're not gonna have any luck doing that. Old Matt is long gone.
Kyler says sometimes she hears Matt's voice, only it's very faint and muffled. Do you ever hear him?
No. Man, Kyler must be losing it or something, because I'm telling you, Matt is not here.
The caretaker seems to think you're the one who should be getting married here, not Matt.
Yeah, well, in case you haven't noticed, that guy's got several screws loose. I just happened to mention that 3 out of my 4 grandparents were born in Ireland, and now whenever he sees me, he gets this weird look in his eye.
How did he act towards Matt?
He and Matt did not get along. They were always at each other's throats, arguing about the stupidest things. Even those leprechaun gnome things out in the garden. Donal had a fit one day when he saw Matt messing with them. And when Matt announced he was going to stay in the haunted nursery, I thought the guy was going to burst a blood vessel, he turned so red. But Matt disappeared on his own, not because of anything Donal did. I mean, the old coot's not that crazy. Is he?
Nice air quotes, by the way.
From the looks of that picture I found
Oh.
over there, it looks like you and Kyler used to be a lot more than friends.
Yeah, we dated for a while, until it finally became obvious that we were better as a couple of friends than as a couple. No biggie.
Ah, so that picture I thought was Matt without his glasses was actually Kit. They look like the same person to me, not gonna lie. I can't really tell faces apart very well.
That discussion you had with Matt, come on, really, what was it about?
It was about Kyler. I was asking Matt whether he had truly thought through what being married to her was going to be like. The more questions I asked, the more nerves I struck, and the more uncomfortable and angry he became, until finally,
He gave you that shiner.
he stomped upstairs to the nursery. Next day, he disappeared. Obviously, the things I said got to him. So if I seem a little guilty to you, it's because I am guilty. It's my fault that Matt walked out on Kyler. Simple as that.
Have you ever been up in the tower?
You saw the stairs, or what's left of them. There's no way to get up there.
That's a good question.
I could have sworn I saw lights coming from it.
Perhaps it was the good people come a-calling on their good friend Donal. Or maybe it was just reflected moonlight or something. So if you're thinking Matt's up there, forget it. Ain't no way.
I don't know about that.
I'd better get going. See ya.
Stay out of trouble.
Alright, there's lots of drama going on. Lots of relationship drama. Matt honestly doesn't seem like a very great person, from what little I've heard about him.
Did that.
Okay, let's see what else I can mark off.
Did that.
Don't know what that is, don't know what that is. Nope, nope, nope.
I haven't done that.
We need to use that machine. We need to check out the the binary on that little, oh, I don't know what they're called. They're like plates for the printing press. Gotta figure out how to cross the bog. We called Alan.
Did that. All done. Did that.
Oh, we gotta win the dart game. That's actually a thing we have to do. Okay.
All done. All done. I haven't done that.
Yeah, I think, stuttering. I think I know what the Leprechaun poem is about. It's about those statues in the garden, right? Tells me how to turn them correctly. Yeah. So, we're no closer to finding out Matt, but we're certainly uncovering plenty of reasons why somebody might want to get rid of him or he might run off on his own. I'm curious to see where we go with that. Also, banshees are cool. So, thanks for watching, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!